everyone, and welcome to Minion Flow!
I have explained this 100 times.
Every
Clean the
button
console
counts.
thoroughly now.
Gru leaves his station
Puzzle
with a
gibberish.
simple task.
Just do it. I must
Dust
go.
the consoles with care.
Looky here.
But for Stuart, a foam blaster
Mine
seems
now.
like a much
All right,
faster
you
way
little
to
jelly
reach
bean.
the stars.
Let's see if this works.
Why wipe when you can blast?
Yeah.
Bam.
Stuart brings the
Success.
foam, Kevin brings the rockets,
Bingo. This will
and
speed
Bob
things
brings
up.
the sparkles. They aren't just cleaning a station, they're launching a glittery zero-gravity explosion. Full power, the blaster erupts, turning the command deck into a blue bubble galaxy. Stuart is instantly swept up in a foam
Stuart,
NATO,
what have you
spinning
done?
through a sky of
What?
holographic
A
maps
bubble?
and flickering lights. The quick clean plan turns into a sticky cosmic disaster. As the rocket mop malfunctions and the sparkles fly, the station becomes a maze of blue goo and short circuits.
Oh, no,
Kevin realizes that speed is the enemy of high-tech safety.
Whoa.
The cleaning chaos ends with a shimmering thud. The high-speed dream leaves the command deck looking like a glitter bomb explosion, proving that shortcuts in space
Gravity's
only
failing.
lead to a very
Look out.
messy orbit. As the gravity settles, the minions find themselves grounded, literally. No clean station, no glory, just a very blue bear and a long night of scrubbing every inch of their mistake. Gru returns to find a neon nightmare instead of a command center. Surveying his glitter-covered screens and his sticky minions, he realizes his team tried to conquer the dust with a rocket. The shortcut
Do
didn't
you
bring
know
a
how
shine,
many
it
microfiber
just
cloth
brought a
this was
mess.
supposed to be?
As the station orbits the
Not
Earth,
enough, boss.
3 tired minions learn that in the vastness of space,
Well
the
done,
smallest
minions.
tasks
Now,
require the
perhaps we can
biggest
begin the
amount of
villainy.
patience.
A garden
there you
requires
go.
time, sunshine, and a gentle hand. Gru leaves
Look
his
at it
prized
go!
moonlight
Whoa.
sprout with a simple warning. Let it
Here,
grow naturally.
Water the plants.
But for Stuart,
time to make things
naturally
grow.
is
B.I.G.
far too slow for a candy lover. Why wait for a flower when you can grow a forest? Stuart brings the serum, Kevin brings the fire hose, and Bob brings the glitter. They aren't just gardening, they're launching a botanical revolution.
Oh my gosh!
Growth spurt! As the serum hits the soil, the tiny sprout turns into a towering monster. Stuart finds himself caught in the climb, becoming a permanent ornament in his own overgrown jungle. The instant forest plan turns into a neon-colored nightmare. As the fire hose floods the dome, the greenhouse becomes a swamp of blue mud and pink glitter. Kevin realizes that some roots aren't meant to be rushed.
Whoa! Not again!
The jungle
Turn it off.
adventure
Please
ends
stop.
with
Make
a
it
soggy
stop.
splash.
Help me!
The high-speed growth leaves the plant wilted and the lab ruined, proving that shortcutting nature only leads to a very messy dead end.
Fire! Fire!
As the dust
No, Gru, it's
and
the hose.
glitter
It
settles,
burns.
the minions
Oh, no,
find
not the
themselves
glitter.
grounded in a blue swamp.
Looks like we're stuck.
No kale moot,
no.
no glory. Only a very stained teddy bear and a very long night of cleaning up their mistakes. Gru arrives to find a disaster instead of a garden. Surveying the wreckage of his greenhouse
I
and his
cannot
glitter-coated
believe
minions,
this.
he realizes
La,
his team tried to harvest the fruit before the seed had even sprouted.
I told you to be
The
careful.
shortcut didn't bring sweetness. It just brought a mess.
Bada?
As the sun sets,
Now what do we do?
3 tired minions
Bob?
learn that the most beautiful things
Stuart?
in life take time to grow.
Gru. Okay,
One drop
minions.
of water
Watch
at a
closely
time.
now.
I
On a
want ice cream.
blistering summer day,
Hello?
Gru
Now.
leaves his lab with a simple request. Stay
Papa,
cool,
no cold.
but be careful
and
with the
absolutely
power.
no touching the freeze
Of
ray.
course,
Understand?
simple isn't in a minion's
Yes, boss.
vocabulary
Yes, boss.
Freeze ray?
when ice
Freeze
cream
ray.
is on the line. Why have a scoop when you can
Bam.
have a
Oh
mountain?
boy.
Kevin and Stuart decide to
Hurry up!
the tiny ice cream maker
Almost
with
there.
a high voltage
Now.
freeze ray.
Yes! Bananas,
Power at
marshmallows.
100%.
Let's do this.
The lab
Woohoo!
trembles
Yeah!
as the
Look,
freeze
it's
ray
mixing.
roars to
Excellent.
life.
It works.
It's a
We
race
did it.
between the
Max
machines
power.
and the minions' appetite. And the machines are starting to glow a dangerous neon blue. Boom! An ice cream volcano erupts, coating the lab in a sticky, banana-flavored blizzard. For Stuart, the lab is no longer a workplace. It's the world's greatest indoor sledding hill. While Bob builds a sugary fortress for Tim, Kevin realizes that their
The power. I
frozen
have to
dream
shut it down.
is
Hurry.
pushing the lab's power grid to the breaking
Almost
point.
there. Just a little
The
more.
air is filled with flying sprinkles and the smell of toasted circuits. The party ends with a sudden snap. As the power grid fails, the frozen wonderland turns into a sticky, melting swamp.
find warm.
The joy of the big chill is replaced by the reality of a big, dark, shivering mess. Gru returns to find his lab
Everything is
drowned in
gone.
wasted cream
But I
and
won't give
broken
up.
dreams.
Not yet.
In the cold,
Look at this
sticky
mess.
silence,
Look at what you've done
three
to my
little
laboratory.
minions learn that when you try to take too
Oopsie.
much,
We
you
need to
often
talk.
end up with
All right,
nothing
you three, focus.
but
The
a
fate of the
very
laboratory
long
rests on this
night
floor. Keep
of
scrubbing.
cleaning.
Bah. No distractions, Kevin. Just a little more. Look, there's the banana. Banana? All right,
Good things
minions.
take
Today
time,
we craft. Listen
especially
closely.
in the
Banana.
workshop.
Potato.
Gru
Yes,
sets a
very
simple
good. Now
task.
we sand.
Sand the wood by hand
Excellent,
for a
Bob.
perfect
Teamwork.
finish.
Keep working, Kevin.
Whoa, wait.
But Stuart thinks the autoplaner is his golden ticket to an early nap.
Amazing.
Why sand by hand when you can use rocket power? Kevin brings the engine. Bob brings the
Okay,
super glue,
got
and
it.
Stuart brings the overconfidence.
Yikes!
They aren't just making a chair, they're building a wooden disaster at light speed.
Yeah!
Full throttle! As the machine roars to life, the workshop turns into a shooting gallery of sticky planks. Stuart goes from carpenter to a permanent part of a rocking chair in a split second.
Oh no.
The shortcut plan turns into a dusty, sticky hurricane. As the resin sprays and the sawdust flies, the workshop becomes a maze of glue and grit. Kevin realizes that too much power leads to a very sticky situation.
Whoa! Eesh!
The carpentry chaos ends with a dusty sputter.
That doesn't sound
The
right.
high-speed dream leaves the workshop looking like a lumberyard
A single
explosion,
clink.
proving that
Trapped.
skipping the prep work only gets you stuck. As the fog clears, the minions find themselves grounded, literally. No chairs, no naps, only a very dusty teddy bear and a very long night of peeling themselves off the floor. Gru returns to find a sticky nightmare instead of a reading chair.
I have
Surveying
got
the
to
wreckage
get
of his
this
workshop
under
and his
control.
sawdust-covered minions, he realizes his
Boss?
team tried to build the
Here,
roof before
take
the
this
foundation.
sandpaper.
The shortcut didn't bring comfort, it just brought a mess. As the sun sets, three tired minions
Keep
learn that the
sanding like
finest
this,
things
little
in life
ones.
are made with
See?
patience, one grain of
Smooth.
sandpaper at a time.
Hmm?
All right,
Gru
boys,
has a
new
simple
mission.
plan.
This time,
fresh coat of
we
paint. And a lesson in
No
patience.
bug, Kevin. We start
But
with
for the
roof.
minions,
I'm heading
slow
up.
and steady
Bye now.
feels like a waste of time when you have a jet engine and a dream of finishing early.
Almost
Stuart
there.
decides that brushes are for
Whoa,
amateurs.
This is heavy.
With a little
Just
bit of
right.
engineering
Let's do
and a
this.
lot of
Yay.
blue paint,
Ba-boy.
Kevin builds the
Ta-da.
spin cycle.
Rotation. Wee. It's a working. Beautiful.
while Bob adds the secret ingredients,
Say.
glitter and jelly beans. They aren't just painting a car, they're creating a sugary, sparkling masterpiece at Mach speed.
Ready.
Ready for liftoff. As the engine roars to life, the hangar transforms into a rainbow hurricane. It's a spectacular storm of color,
No.
and the minions are right in the center of the chaos.
Whoosh. Thwack.
The plan works, sort of. In a matter of seconds, every inch of the hangar is covered in paint. Unfortunately, that includes the walls, the floor,
and a very surprised Stuart.
But
But as the smoke clears, the masterpiece is revealed to be a sticky disaster. The silence is broken only by the sound of dripping paint. The minions realize that their shortcut has turned a simple chore into a sticky trap, leaving them glued to their own mistakes.
all right, what happened
Gru
this time?
returns to find a rainbow nightmare instead of a shiny car.
Not me.
As the
Yes,
sun
you,
sets,
all of
3
you.
tired minions learn that
all
in
right,
the
you
world of
two.
masterpieces,
This is
there
not
are no
acceptable.
shortcuts.
Oh.
Only a lot of hard
Huh?
work and a very long night of cleaning.
All right,
Gru's
minions,
kitchen
feast
is
your
a
eyes on
place
this
of
batter.
science and
Banana.
snacks.
Yes.
Today's
Let's
mission,
make some
the
pancakes.
perfect pancake.
Pancakes.
Gru
Teddy.
delivers a
I
simple
trust
warning.
you with this.
Too much rising powder leads to big trouble. But Stuart is already dreaming of a breakfast
Okay, boss.
that reaches the stars.
Oopsie!
Rules are meant to be broken, or so Stuart thinks. With a gallon of super rising powder
Fire in the hole.
and Bob's experimental sticky syrup, the pancake batter is no longer a meal. It's a scientific anomaly waiting to happen.
That batter is looking perfect.
Kevin decides the stove
Stuart,
is too slow.
what in the name of?
He brings the heat with a
Careful,
high-tech
got it.
thermal gun, and suddenly the pancakes don't just cook, they take flight. The kitchen transforms into an airspace for doughy UFOs.
Ba-ba-ba! Sticky!
Gravity is officially a suggestion.
Wow, ba-ba-ba!
Stuart
Help me!
learns the hard way that when
Be-doo,
pancakes
help!
float,
It's
they take you
stuck.
with them.
Oh,
The kitchen
no.
is quickly becoming a
They're
sticky,
brewing.
bouncy
I
maze
can't
of
turn it off.
golden brown
We're
chaos.
doomed. Poof.
From a culinary
Cough,
mission
cough,
to a
cough.
sticky rescue, Kevin realizes that more
Dear.
power
Cough,
isn't always the answer. The super rising powder has lived up to its name, turning the kitchen into a jungle of dough and sprinkles.
Help! We're stuck!
Caught in their own sticky web, the minions find themselves
We're not
grounded,
moving anywhere.
or
Get
rather,
us out of here.
ceilinged.
Oh.
The plan to make the biggest breakfast ever
Bleh.
has left them
Ooh
tangled in
la
a mess
la.
that even
Mamma
syrup
mia.
can't sweeten. Gru returns to find a kitchen that looks more like a bakery explosion than a tea party. As he surveys the dangling minions and the doughy walls, the silence tells the story of a recipe gone horribly wrong. In the end, the biggest lesson isn't about baking. It's about
I told you
listening.
not to touch the super
As the
rising
sun
powder.
sets,
Now
3
look what
tired
happened.
minions learn
Keep
that
up
the
the
secret
cleaning.
ingredient to any good meal is a little bit of patience and a lot
Banana?
of following the rules.
I
A
trust
clean
you,
suit
but
for
do
a
not
big
disappoint me.
A simple task for any minion.
Carefully.
But when Gru asks for clean,
Excellent.
Stuart
Time for
hears
my exit.
super clean. And the measuring cup is quickly traded for an industrial-sized jug of trouble. Kevin hooks up the jet boosters, while Bob adds enough soap to clean the entire city. They aren't
Yeah,
just doing
Bab.
laundry,
Cable
they're
secure.
preparing for a
Let's
bubble-fueled
do this.
liftoff. Turbo mode engaged. The machine roars like a rocket.
Turbo!
And
Oh,
suddenly,
yeah.
the laundry room disappears under a tidal wave of white foam. Stuart and Kevin find themselves in a bubble tornado, spinning through a soapy sky. While Bob discovers the joy of living in a giant bubble, the fast track plan turns into a whiteout disaster. The foam is everywhere, on the walls, the ceiling, and creeping down the halls like a soapy monster. The party pops when the fire sprinklers join the fray. Red lights flash as the great bubble storm turns into a soggy, slippery mess. Kevin realizes that sometimes the stop button is the most important tool in the lab. As the foam settles,
Oh, come
the true
on, not
cost of
again.
speed is revealed. Gru's favorite suit has been stretched
grab
into
your
a
bear and
giant's
go.
cloak, and the clean lab is now a soaking wet disaster zone. So much for a quick wash.
Cold.
Gru arrives to find his date night plans literally washed away. Surveying his oversized suit and his shivering, soap-stained minions, he realizes that his warning about the turbo
this is
button
hopeless.
came just a second too late.
Oh,
The
I
shortcut
can't
didn't save
believe it.
time. It cost them the whole night. As the sun sets,
This is
three
impossible.
very clean but very tired
Sorry,
minions
something
learn
came
that in
up.
the laundry of life,
Speedo,
following the
Mocha,
instructions is the
Waha.
only way to
I'll
stay out of
explain
hot
later.
water.
A
Okay,
classic
this
car
grill
needs
is
a gentle
delicate,
touch.
boys. Very
Gru
careful.
leaves his prized
Banana?
possession with
Yes,
a bucket
carefully.
of soapy water
Now get
and a
to it.
simple rule. No power tools.
Ready?
Stuart brings the jet booster, Kevin brings the turbines, and Bob brings the neon green polish.
Oh no!
Full throttle! The jet booster roars, and the hose turns into a wild snake. Stuart is instantly swept off his feet, turning the car wash into a high-flying, foam-filled acrobatic act. The express clean plan turns into a sticky storm.
covering everything.
As the
No,
turbines
not good.
blow the neon polish into a frenzy,
Stop! We need help!
the soapy chaos ends with a sticky pop. The high-speed dream leaves the car looking like a giant green candy instead of a silver classic, proving that shortcuts only lead to a very dinged-up disaster. As the steam clears, the minions find themselves grounded in a world of slime. No shiny car, no medals, only a very green teddy bear and a very long night of scrubbing every inch of their mistake. Gru returns to find a neon nightmare instead of a clean ride. Surveying the wreckage of his driveway and his slime-covered minions, he realizes his team tried to wash the car at the speed of sound. The shortcut didn't bring a shine. It just brought a mess.
Ruined it.
As the sun sets,
Oh.
3 tired minions learn
Sorry,
that
Gru.
some things are best done slowly, one spongeful of water at a time.
All
A
right,
healthy
minions.
body
this is
requires
it.
a
Speed
steady
1.
pace. Gru sets the treadmill to level 1,
Hello,
hoping
let's
for a
do
morning
this.
of disciplined exercise.
Another
But for a
brutal
minion,
workout.
slow is just another word for boring.
Oh boy, here we go.
Why wait
the gravity
months for muscles
multiplier is secure.
when you can have them in seconds?
Bam.
Stuart brings
What
the
are you
gravity,
doing?
Kevin
Oh,
brings the
me?
nitro,
Nothing.
and Bob brings the oil. They aren't just working out, they're launching a fitness rocket. Ignition, the nitro kicks in, turning the treadmill into a supersonic slip and slide.
Go.
Stuart goes from 0 to wall decoration in less than a second, stuck by his own gravity-defying ambition.
Okay, here we go. No,
The
wait.
Get Fit
STUERT.
Fast plan
Bam.
turns into a metallic whirlwind. As the machine overloads, the gym becomes a zero-gravity zone of flying dumbbells and spinning headbands.
We're sliding!
Kevin realizes that
Help me,
sometimes
Tim.
the brakes are more important than the gas. The party ends with a bang and a puff of smoke. The high-speed dream collapses into a slippery, oily nightmare, leaving the gym looking more like a scrapyard than a fitness center. As the smoke clears, the minions find themselves grounded. No muscles, no medals. Only a very sticky floor and a very messy teddy bear.
Bab?
Turns out,
Boomery.
there are no shortcuts on the road to super strength. Gru arrives to find a disaster instead of a workout.
Banana. Oh.
Surveying the wreckage of his gym
Sighs
and his
deeply.
oil-stained minions, he realizes his team tried to run
Stuart,
before they
what
could
have you
even
done?
walk. As the sun
Sorry.
sets, 3
Keep going,
exhausted
Kevin Bab.
minions learn
You must finish
that
your
real
jumping
strength
jacks.
comes from patience. One slow step
So
at a
tired,
time.
boss. All right,
Gru's
minions,
recipe
observe
is
the
simple.
perfect frying
Low
temperature.
heat
Wow.
and patience. But for the
Perfection.
minions,
Hooray!
slow
We did it.
isn't an option.
Time for my appointment.
Stuart swaps the stove for a molecular accelerator, aiming for a world record crunch. Why fry when you can detonate? With Kevin's radioactive yeast and Bob's pop rocks, the kitchen becomes a launch pad for a shrimp-flavored space program.
Oh, help out right.
Pop rocks in the
Ignition.
oil.
The crackers don't just expand, they launch.
Glowing purple.
Stuart is instantly
look at
pinned to the
that.
ceiling by a
Extreme.
golden brown UFO, turning the kitchen into a zero-gravity snack zone.
The snack attack
Look
plan
out!
turns into a kitchen war zone. Flour explosions and flying crackers fill the air as Kevin realizes that too much heat turns a meal into a missile. The culinary chaos
What
ends
is
with a
that?
powdered
A
husk.
radioactive yeast?
Their high-speed dream leaves the
coming right
kitchen
for
looking
us.
like a flour mill explosion, proving that shortcuts only lead to crunchy disasters. As the dust settles, the minions find themselves grounded in a world of crumbs. No appetizers,
What?
no glory.
What? Huh? Oh no. Ugh.
Just a very dusty bear and a very long night of sweeping.
Oh.
Gru returns to find a flour-covered nightmare instead of a snack.
Oh, not
Surveying the
again.
wreckage, he realizes his
Cracker
team tried
Galaxy?
to break the sound
Why?
barrier with a shrimp cracker. The shortcut didn't bring flavor. It just
Stuart,
brought a mess.
What have you done?
As the sun sets, three
Excellent
tired
job,
minions learn
minions.
that the best recipes
Now,
are followed
watch
with
closely
care,
as I
one
fry this
crunch
single
at a
cracker.
time.